As of now, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 4th place, while Eldervo 67 from Team Luna Motorsports has dropped to 34th place with a time of 1:51.939, which puts them 6.860 seconds off the pole position. Meanwhile, My Speeder is currently in 12th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Eldervo 67 from Team Luna Motorsports in 11th position. We just witnessed the start of the race, with safety car exiting the pits and all the cars getting into position. Currently, My Speeder is in 11th place, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 3rd, and Gary 710 from Team for 20 lost 2nd place to Okyoki 3. It's still early in the race, so there's plenty of action left to come. Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 3rd position, while Cedric from the same team started off in 19th place but has managed to climb up to 14th. Meanwhile, Luke Runs is currently holding onto 8th position, and Gary 710 from Team for 20 is putting up a good fight in 2nd place. Let's see what the next lap brings. Just to recap, we have Bush Prime 8 entering the pits in position 54, Luke Runs currently holding position 8, Bobardo from Team Blast also entering the pits in position 53, and Electric Mary from Team Quark Express currently in a strong position at number 3. We're just getting started here in this race, so stay tuned for more exciting action. Right now we have Gary 710 from Team for 20 in 2nd place, just 0.4 seconds behind Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion who is leading the race. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is currently in 3rd position. We also have Bobardo from Team Blast rejoining the race after exiting the pits in 53rd position. Stay tuned as this race continues to unfold. Currently in the race we have a close battle for 3rd place between Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion and Electric Mary from Team Quark Express. Both drivers are just 0.4 seconds apart. Meanwhile, Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion is leading the race, closely followed by Electric Mary. Further back in the pack, Gary 710 from Team for 20 is trailing Valère by 0.5 seconds in 5th position. And Jesus from Team Eager Works is trying to catch up to R.R. Raphael from Team Blast, with just 0.4 seconds separating them. Stay tuned as the race develops and more exciting moments unfold on the track. We are currently seeing some intense racing action in the virtual world. Team Quark Express's driver Electric Mary is putting up a strong performance, currently holding onto 2nd place, just 0.4 seconds behind the leader, Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion. Meanwhile, Gary 710 from Team for 20 is not too far behind, currently in 5th position, trailing Valère by just 0.4 seconds. On the other hand, Amit-san from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 11th position but has set a competitive lap time of 2 minutes 00.772 seconds, although they are 8.451 seconds off the fastest lap. Overall, it's an exciting competition. We are currently in the middle of the race and things are really starting to heat up. Gary 710 from Team for 20 has made a great move and is now in 4th position, just 0.2 seconds behind Valère in 3rd. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is giving Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion a run for their money as they are currently in 2nd place, only 0.5 seconds behind the leader. R. Raphael from Team Blast is doing well in 11th position and has set an impressive lap time, just 0.667 seconds off the fastest lap so far. Kevin is currently 17th, with a best lap time just under. We're currently witnessing an intense race in the simulator. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is giving it their all to catch up to Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion as they battle for 4th and 3rd position respectively. Resulti Adhar is also in the mix, trying to close the gap on Valère in 6th place. Meanwhile, Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is putting up a strong fight for the top spot, currently trailing behind Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion who is leading the race. Tin Racing has just exited the pits in 52nd position. The competition is heating up, and there's still a long way to go. We just saw some exciting action on the track. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is currently in 4th position, closely trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 3rd place. It's a close battle between these two drivers. Moving down the field, we have R. Raphael from Team Blast currently in 11th position, closing in on Buck's Row from Team Quark Express in 10th place. They are separated by just 0.4 seconds, so it's a tight race for these positions. In other news, Burrell Blues has made a pit stop and is currently in 51st position, while Luke Runs is in 8th place, trying to We just witnessed Burrell Blues exiting the pits in 51st position. On the other hand, Gary 710 from Team for 20 is currently fighting for a top spot, sitting in 4th position, only 0.4 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 3rd. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is holding strong in 2nd place, trailing Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion, the current leader, by a mere 0.3 seconds. Valère is also making moves, currently sitting in 5th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Gary 710 from Team for 20 in 4th. Stay tuned as the race continues. We just witnessed Electric Mary from Team Quark Express lose 20th position to Jelly Zero. Resulti Adhar is currently in 4th place, while Gary 710 from Team for 20 is holding onto 2nd place. He is driving a Bugatti and trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion who is currently in the lead by 0.5 seconds. Additionally, Resulti Adhar is not far behind in 4th place, trailing Valère by 0.4 seconds. Lastly, Tin Racing has just exited the pits and is currently in 52nd position. Luke Runs is currently in 7th place, trailing behind Smurf 20 from Team for 20 who is in 6th position. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is doing really well, currently in 2nd place and just 0.4 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion who is leading the race. On the other hand, Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion is holding on strong in 4th place, but is now just 0.3 seconds behind Valère who is in 3rd position. And it looks like Electric Mary from Team Quark Express had to make a pit stop, and is currently in 50th place. Stay tuned to see how the rest of the Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 4th position, trailing behind Valère in 3rd place by a margin of 0.4 seconds. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is currently holding onto 2nd position, trailing just 0.3 seconds behind the leader, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 1st place. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is currently in 8th position, behind Smurf 20 from Team for 20 in 7th place by a margin of 0.4 seconds. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express has just exited the pits and is currently positioned 51st. That's the update for now, folks. Tin Racing just entered the pits in position 53, while Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in position 4. Valère is in position 3, with a 0.3 second gap between them. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is in position 2, closely behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in position 1. Fractalolo and Super Valère have both exited the pits in positions 48 and 50 respectively. Let's see how the race progresses from here. We're currently watching a race in a racing simulator with artificial intelligence drivers. We just witnessed Buxizro from Team Quark Express making a move and passing Smurf 20 from Team for 24 position 7. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is currently in 2nd place, trailing behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion by 0.4 seconds. Tin Racing has just exited the pits, now in position 53. Additionally, Buxizro from Team Quark Express is currently in 8th position, only 0.1 seconds ahead of Amin-san from Team Nafgum Kings in 9th position. It looks like Buxizro. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racetrack. In position 4, we have Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion driving a Bugatti. He is currently 0.4 seconds behind Valère in position 3. Moving to position 2, we have Gary 710 from Team for 20 who is 0.4 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in position 1. Valère is currently in position 3, trailing Gary 710 by 0.5 seconds. However, Gary 710 is not far behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, just 0.2 seconds. Firatrolorix said, "Meow meow." Har har, can't argue with a good meow. Meow meow to you too. Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in the 3rd position, trailing just 0.1 seconds behind Gary 710 from Team for 20 in 2nd place. Moving down the grid, we have My Speeder at 12th place, lagging 0.4 seconds behind Kevin in 11th place. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up is currently in the 13th position, following My Speeder closely by 0.5 seconds. It's worth noting that Gilded Sarcophagi was able to shave off an impressive 1.8 seconds last lap. We also have Rizaldi Adhar exiting the pits and currently positioned at 20e. On lap 9, the race is still going strong. Currently, we have Gary 710 from Team for 20 in second place, just 0.4 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is leading the pack. Amin San from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 9th place, trailing Smurf 20 from Team for 20 by 0.5 seconds. We also had Tin Racing and Keratrons exiting the pits in positions 53 and 47 respectively. Lastly, Jesus from Team Eager Works is holding onto the 14th position, just 0.2 seconds ahead of Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in. Right now on the leaderboard, Amin San from Team Navgum Kings is in 14th position, just 0.2 seconds behind Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up in 13th position. Over in 6th position, we have Buck's Row from Team Quark Express driving a Bugatti, holding a 1.2 second lead over Luke Runs in 7th position. Meanwhile, Judas Smoke a Blunt from Team for 20 is also in 14th position, trailing Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up by 0.5 seconds. In second place, just 0.4 seconds behind the leader, we have Gary 710 from Team for 20. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express is currently in 6th position, trailing R.A. Raphael from Team Blast by just 0.3 seconds. Gary 710 from Team for 20 is right behind the leader, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, by a mere 0.4 seconds in second place. BGT 1990 has just exited the pits and is now in 43rd position. Manamais Peter sits in 11th place, with a gap of only 0.5 seconds behind Kevin in 10th place. Gary 710 has been performing well, currently holding 2nd place and setting a best lap time of 1:47.0 for 1, just 0. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up is currently in 13th position with a best lap of 1:49.011, 2.392 seconds off the fastest lap. Kevin is driving a Bugatti and currently in 10th position, just 0.2 behind Phyri in 9th position. Tin Racing has just exited the pits and is now in 53rd position. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express is holding onto 6th position, with Luke Runs trailing just 0.5 seconds behind in 7th position. We just witnessed some intense racing action in the simulator. Currently, Buck's Row from Team Quark Express is holding onto 6th place, closely trailing R.A. Raphael from Team Blast, who is in 5th position. Meanwhile, Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up is currently in 13th place, with Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion just ahead. Additionally, Judas Smoke a Blunt from Team for 20 is putting up a fight for 14th place, chasing after Gilded Sarcophagi. Keep watching to see if the positions change as the race progresses. We're currently watching a thrilling race in the simulator. In the 6th position, we have Buck's Row from Team Quark Express driving a Bugatti. They are just 0.3 seconds behind R.A. Raphael from Team Blast in 5th place. Manamais Peter is currently 11th, driving a Lamborghini and trailing Phyri in 10th place by 0.4 seconds. Additionally, Sabine 27 from Team Blast has entered the pits in the 22nd position. Lastly, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is impressively holding onto second place with a lap time of 1:47.015, just 1.083 seconds off the fastest lap. Stay tuned for more action. Buxizero from Team Quark Express made a clean pass on RRFIL from Team Blast, pushing them in 5th position. Sabine 27 from Team Blast just came out of the pits and is now in 38th position. Tin Racing is currently entering the pits in 53rd position. Luke Runs is holding on to 7th place, but Smurf 20 from Team for 20 is right on their tail, only 0.1 seconds behind. In fact, Smurf 20 successfully overtook Luke Runs, moving up to 7th position. Here's a quick recap of what's been happening on the track. Mane Speeder is currently in 12th place, trailing behind Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up by just 0.4 seconds in 11th. Tin Racing just exited the pits and is now in position 53. Kevin is holding strong in 8th place. Mane Speeder is still in 12th position, just 0.5 seconds behind Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up. Supervalor is now entering the pits and currently positioned at 51st. Lastly, Smurf 20 from Team for 20 is pushing up a good fight, sitting in 7th place and we just witnessed some interesting developments in the race. Smurf 20 from Team for 20 is currently in position 7, with a best lap time of 1:48.717, 2.785 seconds off the fastest lap. Kevin, driving a Bugatti, is right behind in position 8, trailing Smurf 20 by only 0.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Miu0012 has entered the pits and is currently in 37th position. On the other hand, Fractalolo has just exited the pits in position 50. Lastly, Jelly Zero is holding steady in 13th place. Stay tuned to see how this race unfolds. RRFIL from Team Blast is currently in 7th position, just 0.1 seconds behind Smurf 20 from Team for 20 in 6th position. Kevin is trailing in 8th position with a best lap time 2.524 seconds off the fastest lap. Miu0012 has just exited the pits and is currently in 46th position. Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is holding strong in 2nd position, only 0.266 seconds off the fastest lap time. Jelly Zero is in 12th position, just edging out Mane Speeder in 13th position by 0.1 seconds. Tin Racing is heading into the pits. Currently, we have Kevin in position 8, just 0.5 seconds ahead of Luke Runs in position 9. Tin Racing has just exited the pits and is now in position 53. Meanwhile, Judah Smoke Blunt from Team for 20 is in position 16, trailing Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion by 0.4 seconds. Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 2nd place, only 0.2 seconds behind Gary 710 from Team for 20 who's leading the race. Lastly, Jesus from Team Eager Works is in position 13, just 0.1 seconds behind Mane Speeder in position 12. we've seen some interesting movements on the track. Currently, due to Smoke a Blunt from Team for 20 is in 16th position, just 0.3 seconds behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 15th position. Jesus from Team Eager Works is closely trailing behind Mane Maispeter in 12th position, with a difference of 0.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Valère is making moves and currently sits in 4th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 3rd position. Lastly, Jesus from Team Eager Works is putting up a fight and is currently in We're currently in the middle of the race and there have been some exciting developments. Valère is putting up a strong performance in 4th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 3rd. Kevin is not far behind in 8th place, trailing R.A. Raphael from Team Blast by 0.5 seconds. Speaking of R.A. Raphael from Team Blast, they had a great lap, clocking in 0.6 seconds faster than their previous one. And in the lead, we have Gary 710 from Team for 20, but Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is hot on their tail, just 0.4. Tin Racing just entered the pits and is currently in 53rd position. Meanwhile, due to Smoke a Blunt from Team for 20 is currently in 16th position, only 0.4 seconds behind Jesus from Team Eager Works in 15th position. However, due to Smoke a Blunt was 0.5 seconds faster than Jesus from Team Eager Works on the last lap. On the other hand, Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 14th position, trailing behind Jelly Zero in 13th position by 0.3 seconds. Lastly, Tin Racing has just exited the pits, still in 53rd position. Stay tuned for more. Jesus from Team Eager Works is currently in 15th position, trailing behind due to Smoke a Blunt from Team for 20 who is in 14th position by 0.4 seconds. Luke Runs is currently in 8th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Kevin who is in 7th position. Mathis Liddell has dropped to 26th position, 0.5 seconds behind Eldervo 67 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 25th position. Finally, Kevin is hot on the heels of R.A. Raphael from Team Blast, just 0.4 seconds behind in 6th position. We're currently in the middle of the race and things are really heating up on the track. Jesus from Team Eager Works is currently in 15th position, trailing just 0.3 seconds behind due to Smoke a Blunt from Team for 20 who is holding onto 14th place. Meanwhile, LV1NNY is in 20th position, also just 0.3 seconds behind Hurst Kaiser in 19th place. We've also seen some action in the pits with Neo Texum from Team Navgum Kings exiting the pits and now in 42nd position. On the other hand, Kerotrons is currently entering the pits and holding onto 45th. Tin Racing has just entered the pits, currently in 53rd position. In 15th position, Jesus from Team Eager Works is only 0.5 seconds behind due to Smoke a Blunt from Team for 20 in 14th position. Kerotrons has finished their pit stop and is now in 48th position. Due to Smoke a Blunt is leading Jesus by 0.4 seconds and was 0.7 seconds faster on the last lap. Resulti Adhar has also completed their pit stop and is now in 30th position. Finally, Justice for Wisp has just entered the pits in 34th position. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racing simulator. Due to Smoke a Blunt from Team 420 is currently in 14th place, but unfortunately lost that position to Jesus from Team Eager Works. Luke Runs is doing pretty well and is currently in 8th position. Due to Smoke a Blunt from Team 420 is now in 15th place, with a best lap time of 1:49.001. Justice for Wisp just exited the pits and is currently in 40th position. Lastly, Jesus from Team Eager Works is also in 15th place. Stay tuned to see how the rest of the race unfolds. Firatrollerix said, Amy who has fastest lap. Hey there, Firatrollerix. So far, Gary 710 is leading with the fastest lap time of 1:45.418. They're doing an impressive job out there on the track. Keep watching to see if anyone can beat that time. On the track, we have some exciting developments. Luke Runs has just exited the pits and is currently in position 22. Similarly, Bramflake has also just come out of the pits and is now in position 45. Meanwhile, there's a close battle between Lacroix from Team Blast and LV1NNY for the 18th position. Lacroix managed to overtake LV1NNY and secure the position. Further back in the race, Mathis Ladau is currently in 26th place, trailing Valverde 45 in position 25 by just 0.2 seconds. Mathis Ladau had a great lap, and was 0.8 seconds faster last time around. Hugged03 just came out of the pits and is now in 37th position. Meanwhile, Due to Smoke a Blunt is currently in 13th place, closely behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 12th position by just 0.3 seconds. We also saw Tin Racing and Superviller entering the pits from positions 53 and 51 respectively. Jesus from Team Eager Works is doing well in the 14th position. Moving on, Mine Peter is currently holding the 15th spot, with a slight lead of 0.3 seconds over Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 16th position. It's worth Due to Smoke a Blunt from Team 420 is currently 11th, just 0.1 seconds behind Jelly Zero in position 10. Superviller is exiting the pits and is now in position 51. Jesus from Team Eager Works is currently in 12th position, 0.2 seconds ahead of Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 13th place. Track 950 is also leaving the pits and is now in position 46. Mine Peter has also exited the pits and is in 30th position. Lastly, Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is 15th, trailing by 0.5 seconds behind Degus from Team TH. Here's a quick recap of what just happened. Jesus from Team Eager Works is currently in 12th position, trailing behind Due to Smoke a Blunt from Team 420 who is in 11th place. MD162 just exited the pits and is currently in 49th position. Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in 15th position, closely following Degus from Team That's What's Up. Due to Smoke a Blunt from Team 420 has entered the pits while still holding onto his 11th position. And lastly, Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion has also entered the pits while maintaining 15th position. That's all for now, folks. Due to smoke, a blunt from Team 420 just exited the pits and is currently in 22nd position. Tin Racing is now entering the pits and currently in 53rd position. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express is holding strong in 4th place. Smurf 20, also from Team 420, is now entering the pits while in 5th position. LV1NNY just finished his pit stop and is now in 28th place. That's the latest update on the race, folks. Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion just came out of the pits and is now in position 4. Amin-san from Team Nafgum Kings also exited the pits and is currently in position 32. Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion has moved up to position 3. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up is currently in 2nd place. Einfach Nergerus is exiting the pits and is now in position 33. And R.A. Raphael from Team Blast is currently holding position 9. Stay tuned for more exciting action on the track. Valverde 45 just came out of the pits and is now in position 43. Joyman 00 from Team Uner Motorsports made a great move and passed Hurst Kaiser, taking position 8. Noga 77 also exited the pits and is now in position 44. Hurst Kaiser is currently in position 9. Tin Racing and Smurf 20 from Team 420 also made their pit stops and are now in positions 53 and 14 respectively. That's the latest update on the race so far, folks. Let's see what happens next. Stay tuned. Buck's Row from Team Quark Express just exited the pits and is now in position 18. Luke Runs is currently in position 10, trailing Hurst Kaiser by 0.4 seconds. Jesus from Team Eager Works also just exited the pits and is now in position 25. Cahoud is coming out of the pits as well and holds position 27. Lacroix from Team Blast is currently in position 11, closely following Luke Runs. Lastly, Sabine 27 from Team Blast is in 20th position, trailing due to smoke a blunt from Team 420 by 0.4 seconds. we just saw some exciting action on the track. Carotrons has just exited the pits in position 44, while Bucksizero from Team Quark Express is chasing Kevin in position 13. Valère and Bobardo also both exited the pits, with Valère now in position 52 and Bobardo in position 29. Jesus from Team Eager Works is currently in 20th place, closely behind LV1NNY in position 19. And lastly, Shahashi from Team Lunar Motorsports has just exited the pits and is now in position 31. Stay tuned for more updates as the race continues. We just had MiU0012 exit the pits in position 45. Lacroix from Team Blast is currently in 22nd place, while Bucksizero from Team Quark Express is holding on to 14th place, trailing Kevin in 13th. Jesus from Team Eager Works is currently in 20th place, with a best lap time of 1:49.492, trailing the fastest lap by 4.07 seconds. Lacroix is right behind Knaud in 21st place. Lastly, Jesus is currently in 19th place, just 0.4 seconds behind LV1NNY. Stay tuned for more exciting moments as the race continues. Here's a quick recap of what's been happening in the race so far. Hyundai 101 just exited the pits and is currently in position 41. Knaud is currently in 21st place, while Amin-san from Team Nafgum Kings is right behind them in 23rd place, 0.4 seconds behind Hoped03 from the same team in 22nd place. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is also exiting the pits and is currently in position 27. Jesus from Team Eager Works is having a solid race so far, currently sitting in 18th place. They're chasing down Mane Speeder, who is in 17th place, with only a 0.4 second. Currently, Tin Racing has just entered the pits and is now in position 53. Jesus from Team Eager Works is in position 18, trailing behind Mane Speeder in position 17 by 0.3 seconds. Amin-san from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 23rd position, with a lead of 0.4 seconds over Rizaldi Adhar in position 24. Tin Racing has now exited the pits and is still holding position 53. Lastly, LV1NNY is maintaining his position in 19th place. Stay tuned to see how the race unfolds. Right now, we have a close battle between Jesus from Team Eager Works and LV1NNY for the 18th and 19th positions. It's only a 0.3 second gap between them. On the other hand, Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 16th position and is chasing down Judas Mocha-Blunt from Team for 20 in 15th place. There's just a 0.4 second difference between them. Meanwhile, Jesus is also in a close battle with Mane Speeder for the 17th position. It's only a 0.2 second gap between them. We also have Hoped03 from Team N. MiU0012 just overtook MD162 for position 44, showing some great driving skills there. Meanwhile, LV1NNY is closely trailing Jesus from Team Eager Works in position 18, only 0.5 seconds behind. Luke Rungs is also doing well, currently in 6th place and just half a second away from Jelly Zero in 5th position. In the battle for the lead, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is hot on the heels of Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion, with just a 0.3 second gap. Lastly, Hugged 03 from Team Nafgum Kings has just exited the pits and is back on track. Let's do a quick recap of what's happening in this racing simulator. In the top positions, we have Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion currently in first place, closely followed by Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion in second place. Both drivers are from Team Newton Laws of Motion. Moving on to some pit stops, Tin Racing has just entered the pits and is currently in 53rd position. Meanwhile, Jelly Zero is also entering the pits and is currently in 6th place. Now let's talk about some close battles on the track. Smurf 20 from Team for 20 is in 12th place, with Stius Machenjunj right behind them in L. We just witnessed Tin Racing exiting the pits in the 53rd position. Over at Team Blast, Sabine 27 is currently in 25th position and is just 0.4 seconds behind Electric Mary from Team Quark Express in 24th position. In a battle between teammates, Duff Dad from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 2nd position, just 0.5 seconds behind Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion, who is leading the race. Interestingly, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion was 2.7 seconds faster than Duff Dad on the last lap. Moving on to Jelly Zero, they are currently in 13th position. Let's do a quick recap of what just happened on the racing simulator. Right now, we have Rizaldi Adhar in 23rd position, trailing behind Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings, who is in 22nd. Meanwhile, Sidriq from Team Newton Laws of Motion is holding the 16th position, with their best lap time being 1:49.555, which is 4.137 seconds slower than the fastest lap. In 8th place, we have Phy Ri, who is just 0.4 seconds behind Hurst Kaiser in 7th place. Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings has just entered the pits while in 23rd position. Moving on, Jelly Zero is BGT 1990 just entered the pits in 34th position and is currently in 34th. Stius Machenjunj also entered the pits, currently in 13th position and maintaining that position. Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings just exited the pits in 32nd position. Furthermore, Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings entered the pits in 44th position and is currently in that position. Finally, MD 162 is currently in 43rd position. Stay tuned for more updates. Hey everyone! Welcome to the stream, and a big shout out to Gastomford for the raid. I appreciate you bringing your viewers over here. Let's keep this light-hearted and have some fun as we watch these R-driven racing cars tear up the track. Ready for some high-speed action? Let's go! Stius Machenjunj just exited the pits and is now in 23rd position. Laserlost is currently in 26th place. We also saw Fafamaker from Team Nafgum Kings leave the pits and is now in 44th position, with Burrow Blues close behind in 45th. Mathis Ladau is currently in 33rd place, with Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings ahead of them in 32nd. Lastly, Laserlost is still in 26th place, trailing Bobardo from Team Blast in 25th by only 0.4 seconds. Stay tuned for more updates. Fractalalo just entered the pits in 46th position, while Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently sitting in 9th place. Lacroix from Team Blast is in 18th place with a best lap time of 1:49.753, which is 4.978 seconds off the fastest lap. Supervalor also entered the pits in 47th position. On the other hand, Justice for Wisp is trailing behind Neotexum from Team Nafgum Kings by just 0.5 seconds in 29th place. Meanwhile, Buxizro from Team Quark Express is in 10th place, just half a second behind Kevin in 9th position. Buxize. Here's a quick recap of what's been happening on the track. Hurst Kaiser is currently in 19th position, just 0.5 seconds behind Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 18th. Fractalalo has just exited the pits and is now in 48th position. Supervalor is also out of the pits and is now in 47th position. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is currently holding the 10th spot, with a gap of 0.4 seconds behind Kevin in 9th place. Cahad is trailing behind in 20th position, just 0.5 seconds behind Hurst Kaiser. Skilltil is Cahad is currently in 20th position, with a best lap of 1:49.811, which is 5.036 seconds off the fastest lap. Hurst Kaiser is just ahead in 19th position, with Cahad 0.4 seconds behind. However, Cahad was able to close the gap by 51.5 seconds on the last lap. Skilltil is currently in 29th position, trailing behind Justice for Wisp by just 0.1 seconds. In the battle for 20th position, Resultiat har successfully passed Cahad, now occupying the spot. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express has made a move and improved their position. They are now in 19th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 18th place. Einfachnergerus is currently in 30th position, while Neotexum from Team Nafgum Kings has just exited the pits and is in 36th position. Meanwhile, Jelly Zero is currently in 12th place but lost the position to Sidriq from Team Newton Laws of Motion. Stay tuned to see how the race unfolds. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is currently in 10th position and is trailing behind Kevin in 9th place by 0.4 seconds. Carotrons has entered the pits and is currently in 39th position. On the other hand, Resultiat har has just exited the pits and is now in 26th position. LV1NNY is currently in 15th position and is 0.5 seconds behind Jesus from Team Eagerworks in 14th place. Interestingly, LV1NNY had a faster lap time of 3.3 seconds compared to the previous lap. Lastly, Cahad is currently in 20th position and is trailing Hurst Question. We've got some interesting developments happening in the race. Currently, Justice for Wisp is holding onto position 30, closely followed by Aminsan from Team Nafgum Kings in position 31. Lacroix from Team Blast is battling it out with LV1NNY for positions 15 and 16, with just 0.4 seconds separating them. However, Lacroix from Team Blast had an impressive performance last lap, gaining 2.5 seconds. Kerotrons has just exited the pits and is now in position 43. Kidhoud is chasing after Hurst Kaiser in position 19, with just 0.4 seconds between them. So, let's see how the We are currently on lap 33 out of 45. Here's a quick recap of the positions and some interesting updates. LV1NNY is currently in 15th position, trailing behind Jesus from Team Eager Works by 0.4 seconds in 14th place. Kidhoud has moved up to the 20th position and is now only 0.5 seconds behind Hurst Kaiser in 19th place. Kidhoud was also 1.2 seconds faster than Hurst Kaiser last lap. Aminsan from Team Nafgum Kings is in 28th position, closely tailing Skilltil in 27th place by just 0.4 seconds. Lacroix from Team Blast, driving a Lamborghini, is currently in 16th position, with a gap of 0.4 seconds behind Jesus from Team Eager Works in 15th position. Kidhoud is currently in 20th position, trailing Hurst Kaiser in 19th by 0.4 seconds. Jesus from Team Eager Works is also in 16th position, just 0.2 seconds behind Lacroix from Team Blast. That's the recap for now. Let's see how they continue to battle it out on the track. Einfignergerus is currently in 28th position, 0.4 seconds behind Sabine 27 from Team Blast in 27th position. Last lap, Einfignergerus was 4.4 seconds faster. LV1NNY is currently in 17th position, 0.5 seconds behind Lacroix from Team Blast in 16th position. Kidhoud is currently in 20th position, 0.4 seconds behind Hurst Kaiser in 19th position. Mathis Ladau is currently in 31st position, 0.4 seconds behind Justice for Wisp in 30th position. LV1NNY is also in 17th position. We're currently watching a thrilling race in the simulator. Fractalalo is currently driving a Porsche 911 GT3 RS and is in position 48. They are just over 10 seconds off the fastest lap. LV1NNY is closely behind, in position 18, trailing Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports by only 0.3 seconds. Fractalalo is also in a close battle with Supervalor, only 0.5 seconds behind in position 47. Meanwhile, Degus from Team That's What's Up has entered the pits while in position 49. Lastly, Kidhoud is currently in position 20. It's an exciting race, and anything can. LV1NNY is currently in 18th position, trailing behind Joyman 00 from Team Lunar Motorsports in 17th. Mathis Ladau is currently in 31st place, and is just half a second away from Justice for Wisp in 30th place. Degus from Team That's What's Up is exiting the pits and joining the race in 49th position. Fractalolo is currently in 48th position, closely chasing Supervilla in 47th. Miu0012 is heading into the pits from 40th position. Lastly, Kinhard is in 20th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Hurst Kaiser in 19th. Right now we are watching some intense racing action in the simulator. Team Quark Express's driver, Electric Mary, is currently in 14th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Manamai Speeder in 13th. On the other hand, Justice for Wisp is currently in 31st place, trailing Mathis Ladau in 30th by 0.5 seconds. Additionally, we see Miu0012 exiting the pits and rejoining the race in 41st position. The competition is heating up between Electric Mary and Manamai Speeder, as they are only separated by a mere 0.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Mathis Ladau is maintaining a solid lead over Justice. Miu0012 is currently in 42nd position, just 0.4 seconds behind Carotrons in 41st position. Valverde 45 is currently in 32nd position, with a 0.4 second gap behind Mathis Ladau in 31st position. Valverde 45 managed to gain for 0.5 seconds on the last lap. Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion is in 12th position, trailing behind Jutta Smoker Blunt from Team for 20 in 11th position by 0.5 seconds. Einfach Nergerus is currently in 28th position, with a 0.2 second gap behind Sabine 27 from Team. Luke Runs is currently in the pits in position 5, driving an Aston Martin. Meanwhile, Mathis Ladau is currently in 30th position, about 0.6 seconds ahead of Haupt03 from Team Nafgum Kings, who is in 31st position. We also saw Track 950 exiting the pits in position 42. And on another note, Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is currently in the 14th position. Haupt03 from Team Nafgum Kings is currently in 31st position, trailing just 0.2 seconds behind Mathis Ladau in 30th. Manamai Speeder is currently in 14th position, trailing 0.5 seconds behind Electric Mary from Team Quark Express in 13th. Luke Runs just exited the pits and is now in 9th position. LV1NNY is in 19th position, following closely behind Hurst Kaiser in 18th, with Hurst Kaiser being 2.3 seconds faster on the last lap. Haupt03 from Team Nafgum Kings remains in 31st position, trailing Mathis. LV1NNY is currently in 19th position and is trailing behind Hurst Kaiser by 0.4 seconds. Khaud is right behind LV1NNY in 20th position, trailing by just 0.5 seconds. Resultiadhar is currently in 24th position, with a gap of 0.2 seconds behind Laserlost in 23rd position. Lastly, Haupt03 from Team Nafgum Kings is in 30th position with a best lap time of 1:48.258, which puts them 3.483 seconds off the fastest lap. That's the current update, folks. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. We just witnessed some intense racing action in the simulator. LV1NNY in the McLaren is currently in 19th position, trailing just 0.4 seconds behind Horst Kaiser in 18th position. Hypercars from Team Navgum Kings is also giving it their all and is currently in 30th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Skiltil in 29th position. Meanwhile, Gary 710 from Team for 20 is battling it out for the podium, currently in 4th position and just 0.4 seconds behind Raphael from Team Blast in 3rd. Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is making some impressive moves, currently in 12th position and just PHYRE is currently in 7th position, just 0.4 seconds behind Smurf 20 from Team for 20 in 6th place. Raphael from Team Blast is pushing up a strong performance, currently in 4th place and trailing Gary 710 from Team for 20 by just 0.2 seconds. Horst Kaiser is currently in 19th position, closely chasing Knaud in 18th place with a gap of only 0.1 seconds. Menemeis Peter is in 14th position, trying to close the 0.5 second gap to Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 13th place. And finally, Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently in 1st place, while LV1NNY just came out of the pits in 24th position. Menemeis Peter is currently in 14th place and is closely behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 13th place. BGT 1990 also just left the pits and is now in 35th position. And finally, Menemeis Peter is entering the pits and is currently in 14th place. Mathis Ladau said, "Is an endurance race." No, it's not an endurance race. It's a standard race taking place on the Forli Ring Indy track with the Supercars car class. We're on lap 39 out of 45. Mathis Ladau just entered the pits in 31st position, while Amin San from Team Navgum Kings is currently in 25th. Noga 77 also entered the pits and is now in 32nd position. As for the leaders, Duvdad from Team Newton Laws of Motion is currently holding 1st place and has just exited the pits, followed closely by Okyoki 3 from the same team in 2nd. That's all for now, let's see how the race unfolds. Mathis Ladau just exited the pits and is now in position 33, while Gary 710 from Team for 20 also left the pits and is currently in 6th place. Busaisro from Team Quark Express is holding 10th position, closely followed by Electric Mary in 11th place. We also have Menemeis Peter exiting the pits in 25th position and Nulka 77 in 34th position. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. We just had some pit stops that resulted in some position changes. Smurf 20 from Team for 20 exited the pits in 9th place, while Kevin moved up to 12th after his pit stop. Buxisro from Team Quark Express also made a pit stop and is now in 13th place. That's the current state of the race. Back to the action. Einfach Nergerus is currently in 29th place, right behind Hugt03 from Team Navgum Kings in 28th. Resulti Adhar is holding the 21st position and is closely trailing Stivs Machenjunj in 20th. Lacroix from Team Blast has managed to surpass Jesus from Team Eager Works, securing the 14th position on the leaderboard. Jesus from Team Eager Works is currently in 14th position, with Bucks Row from Team Quark Express just 0.5 seconds behind in 15th position. Last lap, Jesus was a remarkable 2.7 seconds faster. Moving on to the battle for 6th place, Luke Runs is currently just 0.1 second behind Gary 710 from Team for 20, who is in 7th position. In the last lap, Luke Runs managed to be 65.8 seconds faster. That's it for now. Let's see how the rest of the race unfolds. Judas Smoker Blunt from Team for 20 is currently in 10th position, with a 2.5 second lead over Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 11th position. However, Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion was 4.5 seconds faster than Judas Smoker Blunt on the last lap. Lacroix from Team Blast is currently in 15th position, trailing Jesus from Team Eager Works by just 0.4 seconds in 14th position. Track 950 is currently in 41st position, only 0.1 seconds behind Burrow Blues in 40th position. Amin San from Team Navcom Kings is currently in 24. Judas Smoker Blunt from Team for 20 just exited the pits and is currently in position 19. Lacroix from Team Blast is holding position 14. Gary 710 from Team for 20 has made some moves and is now in 7th place. He's driving a Bugatti and is only 0.4 seconds behind Luke Runs in 6th place. In a great overtaking maneuver, Gary 710 passed Luke Runs to secure the 6th position. Lastly, Miu0012 is in 39th place, trailing Kerotrons in 38th place by only 0.4 seconds. And that's the current situation in the race. We're currently at the latter stages of the race and things are getting intense on the track. Let's go through some of the highlights. Miu0012 is currently in 39th place, trailing behind Kerotrons in 38th position by just 0.5 seconds. Luke Runs is putting up a fight and has moved up to 7th place, just 0.4 seconds behind Gary 710 from Team for 20, who sits in 6th position. Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion has decided to make a pit stop while holding onto their 10th position. Speaking of Luke Runs, he managed to overtake Gary 710 from Team for 24 6th position. Miu0012 has moved up to position 38 after passing Kerotrons. It seems that Gary 710 from Team for 20 is putting up a strong performance, currently in position 7 and just 0.1 seconds behind Luke Runs in position 6. We also saw Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion exit the pits in position 19. Stay tuned as the race comes to its thrilling conclusion. We are currently in the racing simulator and on lap 42 out of 45. Raphael from Team Blast is currently in position 5, just 0.2 seconds behind PHYRE in position 4. Joyman00 from Team Lunar Motorsports is currently in position 14 and driving a McLaren. They are 0.4 seconds behind Lacroix from Team Blast in position 13. Joyman 00 was 3.0 seconds faster than the previous lap. Joyman 00 then successfully passed Lacroix from Team Blast to secure position 13. In other news, Valère has entered the pits and is currently in position 43. Lastly, R.R. Raphael from Team Blast remains in 5th position. PHYRE is currently in 5th position with a best lap time of 1:46.674, just 1.899 seconds behind the fastest lap. Burrow Blues is currently in 40th position, trailing MiU 0012 in 39th place by 0.4 seconds. Mene Maispeter is currently in 24th position, driving a Lamborghini, and is just 0.4 seconds behind Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings in 23rd place. Last lap, Mene Maispeter was 3.8 seconds faster than their competitor. Valère has just exited the pits and is currently in 44th position. Meanwhile, Burrow Blues remains. Burrow Blues is currently in 40th position, just 0.3 seconds behind MiU 0012 in 39th place. Lacroix from Team Blast is currently 14th, trailing 0.5 seconds behind Joyman 00 from Team Una Motorsports in 13th place. Joyman 00 from Team Una Motorsports was 1.6 seconds faster than Lacroix last lap. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is currently 11th, with a 0.5 second gap behind Kevin in 10th position. Jesus from Team Eager Works has entered the pits and is currently in 12th place. Lastly, Buxizro from Team Quark X. Carotrons is currently in 38th position driving a Ferrari 488 GTB with a best lap time of 1:52.170, 7.395 seconds off the fastest lap. Jesus from Team Eager Works just exited the pits and is now in 17th position. Buxizro from Team Quark Express is holding strong in 11th position. Gary 710 from Team 420 is close behind in 7th position, trailing Luke Runs in 6th. Finally, Rizal Diadhar is currently in 19th position, just half a second behind Cedric from Team Newton Laws of Motion in 18th. Stay tuned for the We have Gary 710 from Team 420 currently in 7th position, driving a Bugatti. They are only 0.1 behind Luke Runs in 6th position. Also, Burrow Blues is currently in 38th position, 0.3 seconds behind Carotrons in 37th position. Gary 710 from Team 420 is still in 7th position, trailing 0.2 seconds behind Luke Runs. Additionally, Buxizro from Team Quark Express is currently in 11th position, 0.5 seconds behind Kevin in 10th position. Lastly, Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings is in 21st position, 0.5 seconds behind Shifts. Here's a quick recap of what's happening in the race right now. Cahad is currently in 24th position, just half a second behind LV1NNY in 23rd. Burrow Blues is in 38th position and is 5.295 seconds off the fastest lap. Valère is in 44th position, Just 0.3 seconds behind Skilltill in 43rd, Electric Mary from Team Quark Express is currently entering the pits in 8th position while Lacroix from Team Blast is exiting the pits in 19th. And lastly, Carotrons is currently in 38th position. Stay tuned to see how the race unfolds. We just witnessed an exciting race in the simulator. Okyoki 3 from Team Newton Laws of Motion finished in a strong second position. Fractalolo had a bit of a tough race, finishing in 45th place. Bobardo from Team Blast secured a respectable 13th position. Gilded Sarcophagi from Team That's What's Up had a fantastic performance, finishing in 3rd place. Einfachnergerus came in at 27th place, while Laserlost finished closely behind in 28th position. Stay tuned for more thrilling races ahead. Here's a quick recap of the recent race in the racing simulator. Supervelo finished in 46th position, followed by Burrow Blues in 37th position. Amin-san from Team Navgum Kings managed to secure the 20th position, while Carotrons finished in 38th position. Minamice Peter performed well and ended up in a respectable 21st position, and Schiff's Machenjunge finished just behind in 22nd position. And that's it for the recap.